Okay, so here's the thing. I grew up in Georgia. I spent most of my life here. I get that we're never going to have a world where people don't cling to stupid worldviews. It's a lofty dream, and it's a good dream, but it's an unachievable one. But there's a compromise here, I'm sure. Just because your worldview is stupid, that doesn't mean it's irreconcilable with smart. Let me give you a great example out of Virginia. So Virginia is on the brink of becoming the 38th state to ratify the Equal Rights Amendment. And if you're anything like me, when you hear about states ratifying the ERA, it's like hearing about some one-hit wonder from your childhood that's still touring. But it's still out there chugging along with its refrain of, I think I can, I think I can. But unfortunately, stupid Christians think it can't. Enter member of the Virginia House of Delegates and stupid Christian, Margaret Ransome. She's the chair of the subcommittee in charge of deciding whether the ERA will go to a full vote. And she cast the deciding vote that kills it. Why? Well, she'd be happy to tell you. Speaking in defense of her vote, she explained, quote, I don't need words on a piece of paper. God made us all equal, end quote. Now, that's fucking stupid, just objectively. But a stupid path can still get you there, right? Like, you could say, God made us all equal, and here I am affirming his work with this legislation. I mean, it's not like you guys have an issue with legislating stuff that God already did, right? But no, somehow your God always lands on the side of misogyny. And for a quick reminder on why this can be deadly, we turn to Vatican City, where nothing is too stupid to be non-lethal. They decided on a new policy a couple weeks ago with regards to hysterectomies. It turns out that God only allows those if women can prove to his earthly stand-ins that a pregnancy would be life-threatening, or if they can't get pregnant to begin with. Of course, in a sane world, this would only matter if you were a Catholic that took this shit seriously. But we don't live in a sane world. And in the world we do live in, Catholics own 1 out of every 6 of our hospitals, and they're setting binding medical policy by leering into the innards of sacrificed goats. And here's the Vatican acting like I've got no right to be pissed because the policy has an exemption for women who can prove a pregnancy would be life-threatening. But what about women who can't prove it? And what about women who sincerely believe that you can go fuck yourself? There's almost no question that this policy will cost lives. And the only thing that will be gained by it is that some celibate men and child rapists will appease an imaginary deity that seems way too quick to forgive the kid rapes. Anyway, I could keep going, but the limit to these segments isn't the material. It's my blood pressure. So I'm going to go listen to some waterfalls or some shit and hand things back over to Noah, Heath, and Eli.